Hey everyone, this is Sierra from the Little Red Coop, and in today's video I have some updates for you. And, well, that's pretty much what's going to happen, so let's get into it. So, starting off with update number 1 is Copper is injured. So yesterday, because today's Sunday, so yesterday I was at my lesson with Copper, and he was walking perfectly fine, and as soon as I asked him, that's enough, don't claw me, but as soon as I asked him for a trot, he started limping like crazy, and my trainer called me over. She looked at his legs, and she thought that he possibly had an abscess on his foot. So we went home, called the vet. The vet came with some butte. She looked him over and said, yes, there's a little crack in his hoof that we believe is the abscess. So he has a duct-taped boot foot looking thing on his foot. So she gave us, it's like a I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a little padding that we put on his foot. We wrap it up, and then we put some duct tape so it doesn't fall off in the snow, because we've got quite a bit of that right now. And you can obviously tell he's limping, and he's not on stall rest. She said the more he walks around, the more chance of him breaking it open, and that's what we want. We want it to drain, so we're soaking his foot once a day for 20 minutes in Epsom salt, like a cup of it, with some warm water, and we're doing that once a day. Then he's also getting some recovery mix. I'll show you guys a picture of that in the video. But, so, yeah, it was a real surprise, because we took him into the trailer, he wasn't limping. We took him out of the trailer, got him tacked up, wasn't limping. As soon as we asked him for the trot, he started, he didn't want to put weight on it a whole lot. And so that was quite interesting. I've never had a horse do that before. So he's out here behind me, so I will show you guys him in a second. But right now, I'm just with COVID, and the chickens are out free roaming right now, so I will show you guys pretty much all of them right now. Okay, so I'm out here in the barn. I will show you guys the chickens, don't worry. But no, you're not allowed in here. Thank you. Stay out. But I'm going to be preparing Copper's things. That is not for you yet. I am wearing a mask right now just because I was mixing up his recovery mix, and that does get a little dusty, and I am asthmatic, and, well, I don't feel like taking an inhaler later, so that's the reason why I'm wearing this. But Toad has the smaller amount of beet pulp. He's got the bigger amount. No, Copper! Okay, I'm shutting the door because you can't listen. You are incapable of listening. Thank you. But Toad gets half a scoop of recovery mix, and Copper gets a full scoop. If you're unfamiliar with recovery mix, it's a pain relief, is what the front of it says. I don't know tons about it, but it has a bunch of minerals in it. It's natural. It has little bits of glucosamine in it, and basically it helps horses with beginning stages of arthritis. It also helps them if they're being worked a whole lot. It helps relieve any soreness or anything like that. So it's not a drug of any sort, it's natural. So Copper, our vet said, has beginning stages of arthritis. And Toad, well, he's just getting up there in age, and he does get quite stiff in the wintertime. And our vet also recommended, not like last year, to put him on some of this. So, yeah. Copper gets a full scoop, and Toad gets about half. I give Toad a tiny bit less than half just because he's not getting worked at all right now. But just because he is going to get stiff as the coldness comes. Is coldness even a word? I don't think it is. But it will get quite cold tonight, so I'm just trying to help him a bit. I take, dear God, this is hard, but I take this little spoon, and I'm going to be showing you guys here, but you can't really see it. The light in here is horrible. The door will make it better. There we go. So you can see a little bit of the powder, and I'm just going to take this little scoop and kind of like mix it around and all that jazz, just so if he tastes the medicine, he won't want to eat it. But Toad is very picky with his, not very picky, sorry. And Copper is a high maintenance horse. He's a big baby when it comes to that stuff. So I do have to make sure that just because they have different measurements in it, that Toad gets the smaller amount of wheat pulp and the smaller amount of recovery mix. I really recommend this if you have, well, whatever, that's his food anyways. So, move Toads over here, just so, there. Copper's already welcomed himself into the barn, which, not sure if I'm a fan of him kind of barging in here, so, get back. I'll give you your food outside. So I'll show you from a different angle them eating their food. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so why isn't this focusing? Please focus. There we go. But this is a better angle. You can kind of see Copper's hoof. Well, you can see it. My brain is not working today. So they're both enjoying their food. I am going to talk a little bit more about the recovery mix, but I just want to apologize for the last footage I just shot. It was really bad footage. You couldn't even see me really preparing at all. The barn doesn't have very good lighting, so out here with the natural light is a lot better, but I'm just going to show you what it, like, the outside of the container kind of looks like. So it looks like this. It is how much money? I have the price written on here. So it is $100. That is the only downside about this, is for that big of a container, it's $100. Now, I get if you can't really afford that, but I really do recommend it if your vet sort of has hinted about you putting your horse on some supplements. If your horse does have arthritis and you still are working them a little bit, this is great for this. This is the extra strength. I think this is why this one costs so much, because it kind of is a lot of money for a small container. But it has lasted me about 2 years with Toad. We are about just under halfway through it. So, yeah, Copper has beginning stages of arthritis, is what the vet thinks. She says he's not very old, he's only 13, so it's more common to see in, like, Toad. He doesn't have arthritis, and he's around the age where it is pretty common to see arthritis. But Copper has it, which I didn't think he would, but I guess he does. He has beginning stages, and this will hopefully help because jumping is a lot of work on their limbs, especially their knees, because they have to tuck it up to their chest pretty high when they're jumping those. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if you just heard that little bang, but the cat is kind of pounding on the door. Sorry. But as I was saying, Copper does have beginning stages of arthritis jumping. Jumping isn't, the greatest thing for their knees. It's not bad for them by all means. If, I'm not trying to discourage you from jumping or anything. Jumping is my favorite thing in the whole world. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That was a major voice crack there. So I will show you guys the chickens in a second here, but if recovery mix is something that you are thinking about doing, or you think your horse needs it, please talk to your veterinarian before you decide to give your horse this. If your vet gives you the go-ahead, then by all means go get this, because it really did help Toad, and hopefully it will help Copper. And I'm really happy that it was a butte that he didn't want to eat. We are gonna have to give him that through a syringe now, but he is eating it like normal. I don't believe the recovery mix tastes like anything. And Toad, it is not for you. You have stuff in your bucket still. Why are you trying to steal from Copper? I swear he's such a bully. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the horses. So I will see you guys over with the chickens. Okay, so I'm over here with the chickens. It is getting dark, so I'm not gonna take a very long video. And they're also trying to escape through the door, even though they were free ranging 3 times today. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video on a note, on this note. Jeez, Toad. Sorry, he's making so much noise in the background. Hopefully you can't hear him. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you are new or have not done so already, please like, share, and subscribe, as it really does help me a lot. And, well, I'll see you guys soon on a new video. Bye!